Welcome back, all you Megabass lovers. It's Demont coming back at you again. I told a couple of you guys I was going to show you some videos I got to run the new Daiwa Alphas Air on, and a couple of BF. Well, mainly run that Daiwa Alphas Air. I'm not sure about the camera. I'm going to put on another rod. But this came from Japan Lure Shop. Let's see if I can get in this thing without causing too much. If I can just find me to grab the stupid string. They always put a string on here to pull. It's like I always forget to grab it. I'm so used to cutting. Not in the, I'm fucked up in the headway. Like just cutting the tape off and shit. Of course, it don't want to come off today. That's great. Let's just give it a good pull. One of my other subscribers also suggested one of these rods in here, BFS rod, for a good bottom contact rod. So I'm gonna try that as well. But no other reason these rods are in here is, one is for like 8X square bills. And other big baits like that, other deep, like a bigger square bill, bigger spinner bait, bigger, like the smaller swim baits that I'm trying to make really precise casts with. I've been using some Dobbins rods for those, but those 8XDs just don't do great with it. The Dobbins rods I've been using is, I think it's I know it's the 7-foot heavy, it's the graphite series of the Champion casting rod. And I think it goes up to 1.5 ounces. I might have the rod sitting behind me. I have all my rods and stuff out of the boat because I've been messing with the transducers in my boat. I've actually went to a new Garmin, and I've changed out the LS32 for an LS34, and that's kind of how I got this mess. Trying to fuck around and get my big ass hand stuck inside my front compartment. They trying to get down inside and getting that transducer route, and yeah, I cut the crap out of my hand. I've been keeping a Band-Aid on so it don't get dirty. Let's see, do I have that rod sitting behind me? I'm trying to see, I thought I did. I bet it's over there. I have so many rods and stuff just sitting here where I've just taken them all out, and I'm gonna go all through them and everything. This is still one of my favorite. This is the Lowdown, 8'3", medium heavy. I use it for throwing the burrito on. I want to get me some more of these rods. Haven't really found the ones I've been trying to get. I really like them. They're light. They're well balanced. They're a really good swim bait rod. Trying to see. Oh, let me check something real fast because somebody was asking me about this. They're asking about the drag clicker on the Kingfisher. Since I have it sitting here. Yeah, they're right. The Kingfisher doesn't have a drag clicker, where the Cormorant does have a drag clicker. I've never really thought about putting one in there. Anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this, and then we'll maybe talk about that rod and stuff later on. So here we go. These are OROCHI X10s. Okay. They tape this thing up really good. Which of them they always do, so I can't say they never do, because they always do. Okay, so I'll make sure I don't stab myself. So let's just see if we can finagle this without having to take, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to take some of these out. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. That's a weird little thin rubber band. That's like the thinnest little purple rubber band I've ever seen. That thing's crazy. All right, so let's see here. I think this first one here is the 7'2", but I'm not sure. So let's just see if we can get it out. Well, they got some Fuji hook hangers sitting there, which I don't really use those that often. So let's see what this one is. No, this is the Destruction 66. This is the 6'6". Let me get all this mess off, and I'll give you all the specs on it. I mean, I was thinking about getting a P5. So they make this a very similar rod to this in the P5. I just couldn't, for what I'm planning on using it for, justify spending the extra $100 and some. Just couldn't do it. I really like how short the handle is on this. This one is, where are you at? It's, where are you at? Come on now. I don't like sometimes telling the OROCHI's, okay, here it is. It's 6'6", half to 2.5 ounces, 12 to 30 pound, moderate action. And all the guides are double foot guides. So this is essentially a small swim bait rod, or a small treble hook rod. Some people use this rod for like eye louds, things of that nature. Some people use it for what I'm going to be using it for: big square bills, smaller swim baits. It's for a heavy action. I think it's an extra heavy action rod. For 6'6", it feels really well balanced. I'm probably going to put in, where are we at? I got so much crap everywhere. Yep, right here. This is what's going on right here. A 150 size Corrado DC. Well, colors match up with that thing like perfect. I'm probably going to put in a 17-pound fluorocarbon on here. Yep. Well, that balances really nice. Yep. There you go. Make the beep. Anyway, so there's that rod. Then we got the, of course, these are all turned over the other way now. Let's see if I can, okay, I'm not gonna be able to get them like that. I gotta kind of rest the way out. Let's get the Fuji hook hangers out. He gave me all blue this time, so that's cool. All right, let's see if we can get these out now. Okay, I still have a piece of tape on this. And of course, I got the nice neoprene bag that comes with these Megabass. The OROCHI X10, the Levante and the XX, they come with more kind of a canvas style bag. I know you guys probably know that, so I don't really feel like I need to show it to you. Let's move that bag to the side. I think I'm gonna try to open the smaller one first. Which one is that? It'll be this one here. I'm tearing my Band-Aid off. I don't wanna mess my stitches up. All right, so this is, let's get this out. I'm just gonna throw that bag over there because I don't need it right now. That thing feels really light. Well, this is the KIRISAME bait finesse. I'm probably saying that wrong. The KIRISAME, whatever it's called, the bait finesse. One of the bait finesse. I want to take a look at the action on it. I don't want to, I should just tear them off. Gotta be real careful. I don't like cutting my stuff up. I gotta get a bunch of stuff sold too. I got too much stuff. Stuff I'm not even really using anymore. It's actually still really nice stuff. I'm just not, just kind of went doing different things. Well, that's nice. It's Ito. Let's give you some specs. Let me get this foam off the tip. It always makes it always heavier. You got that foam on there. Always feel heavier anyway. Oh yeah, I like how that feels. This is 6'7", 1/8 to 1/2, 6 to 12 pound. And let me see how the action feels on here. This is softer than I thought it was going to be. This is actually a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. But it shuts off pretty nicely. It kind of, let me see if I can show you the bend here. I gotta clean this mess up. I got too much mess. See, it's got a nice bend to it. Shuts off about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th guide down. That's when it starts shutting off. So it's got a nice extra fast tip. So that's gonna be really nice, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guides. Some of you guys are not, the OROCHI XX is not, I mean X10 is not super, I like them a lot, I have a lot of them. But it's not as popular as the P5, in the States anyway. It's very popular in Japan and other places. But I would say, in honest opinion, they're not much different than a P5. In my opinion, especially if you're using braid deleter, yeah, you're not missing out really on anything. My other die was over there. I was just trying to see if I had something sitting here that I want to put on here real quick to see what it looks like and feels like. What's this? Yep, here's a Corrado BFS. I'll put that on there for a second, just to see. This is 8-2-1 Corrado BFS, which of course this reel is a little bit heavier than that Daiwa is. And of course I still got these on here too, so I gotta take these off. But man, that feels very well balanced. I mean, that feels very well balanced. Okay, so of course this reel is heavier than the Daiwa is, so it balances right with the Corrado on here. It balances right basically that line in your lockdown screw. Not bad, pretty good. So it'll probably be a little bit further up with a lighter reel, tiny bit. Anyway, let's take a look at this next one. This next one I got kind of for, I think this rod's originally intended designed for frog fishing. I think it's called the Swamp Survivor. Let's get it out and take a look and see. Does it say Swamp Survivor on the bag? If it does, I got it where I can't see it. Let's see here. Yep, Swamp Survivor. So, but the ratings on this seem really good for throwing. Of course, it's meant for throwing frogs. Let's don't say it's not made for throwing frogs. I ain't gonna lie. It's meant for throwing frogs. But it's a moderate fast action. It has a really good, it's a heavy action rod for one thing as well. Let me get that out there. I'm really been trying to dial in like my mag draft game and also dial in like swim baits and stuff around docks, stuff where I gotta work really close to my cover. I think this would really help me. This is I like how short the handle is too. The handle is really short. This would be really good for chatterbaits. Yeah, so let's see. You can kind of tell just by how thick the blank is that it's meant as a moderate action rod, moderate fast. It's meant for treble stuff. Or, I guess it's meant for frogs, but it's a 7'1", 1/2 to 3 ounce, 12 to 30 pound. It's the F7 71 XT. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I can't read nothing on here. Let's just look and see if we see anything. Did he put this in English? I can't remember now. Taper, medium, fast, regular. Medium, fast to regular. So, of course, I don't really tell you exactly. But I remember seeing this made for, it's made for basically what I told you it's made for. I'll link these down below, of course, so you guys can all see them. Yeah. If you guys hadn't put your hands on an X10, you're missing out on some stuff. They're one of the better bang for the buck rods you can get. There's some other rods out there that are good, but I like the flare. I love the grips. Just like a lot of stuff about them. That's just me. I just like a lot of stuff about them. But that's the OROCHIs I opened up. I told a couple people I was going to talk about that, about the new BFS rod that I got. And I'm really excited about this rod here and the Swamp Survivor, the Destruction 6.6. Just because I know this is going to really help me, because I love throwing a Series 8. Probably even throwing a Series 4 square bill with this rod. Because, I mean, it's the load characteristics are meant for it. So I don't see why I shouldn't. So, yeah. I think this is going to be really good for that upper large treble bait to extra large treble bait. I wouldn't really go out and throw 10XDs, even though you could. This is not really a long enough rod for that. I have other rods that they're really made for that. This is not one. This is not what I would call that rod. This is really close to cover combat. You guys, if you go fishing with me, you'll see me. I have good electronics. I kind of almost want to upgrade my boat because I don't like the dash on my boat. I have a 2011 Stratus 201 Pro XL, and with a Show 250. That dash that Champion uses in those boats is plastic, so you really can't mount anything to it without tearing the damn thing out of hell. So my graphs have to really my double stack mount they have to the size of crappie mount. It's made specifically for crappie fishermen. It's functional. It works. It's not the best. It kind of blocks my view. But it is what it is. I'm not ready to marry another boat yet. We'll get to that one day, but not for today. But a lot of times you guys see me junk fishing, or I'm up basically fishing for resident fish. Those of you guys who don't know what resident fish are, is those fish that live in those areas all year long. They don't really go out deep. They don't really go chasing points. They'll breed in that area. They'll spawn. I don't say so they breed. They'll spawn in that area. They'll go right back to where their dock. I mean, you can tell when you put that fish back down in the water, they go beeline right back to that dock. That's their home. That's why they call it a resident fish. They're there all year long. Unless you take them on a big boat ride and you take them way in or whatever, they're going to be there. And some of those fish even make it back there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. If you have any questions, ask them down below. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed to the channel already. I'll link this stuff down below so you can take a look at it. I'm going to open up some swim bait rods. Some different swim bait rods. I want to take a look at a brand that's kind of near and dear to my heart that I used to really, really love, and then they kind of screwed the pooch for a little while, and then I'm hoping they came back. I don't know. We're going to take a look in a minute on the next video. All right, guys. Till then, tight lines. Y'all stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.